Are the Kardashians and Bachelor Nation colliding? What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Blakely Mchugh, and welcome back to another Shared News Update. We have got all the details on the mystery girls Scott Disick was photographed with, but before we get into it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you never miss any of our future videos. Today, I am joined with the one, the only, Zachary Reality. Zach, are you ready to get into all of this tea?
Oh, absolutely. Anytime there is a crossover between any reality shows, but like mainly the top two being the Kardashians and The Bachelor, you know I'm ready to discuss it.
I knew you'd be the man for this. So let's give everyone a little bit of background here. There were some photos circling on the internet of Scott out to dinner with what outlets are calling a mystery girl. They were seen leaving the Miami restaurant Papi's Steak at 2 a.m. Scott was in the passenger seat. The woman was in the back row. Now, immediately when I saw the photos, I thought of Corinne from Nick Viall's season of The Bachelor. Pretty much so did everybody else. So first off, are you assuming what everybody else is, Zach?
I'm like kind of shocked that they're calling her a mystery girl. I mean, it's definitely been a minute since Corinne was on The Bachelor, probably around 5 years. So maybe she's a little washed up. Her 15 minutes are probably over, but I think that she was still pretty well known. She was one of the main characters of that season. So I'm shocked that they're calling her a mystery girl. And my immediate thought is that these two are just friends because I feel like they've hung out before. Like I feel like I've seen them in the past few years hang out once or twice. So I wasn't immediately thrown off like everybody else.
Okay, so let's go off of that a little bit because I feel like this is where people are getting confused because he obviously debuted his new girlfriend, Rebecca Donaldson, at the Kardashians Hulu premiere last month. A source told E! News that Scott is smitten with her and is very serious about her. The two of them are supposedly on a Miami getaway vacation together, but this is where my confusion comes in, right? Because if they are dating, where is she in the photos? I feel like he shouldn't be out at 2 a.m. with another woman without her.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Corinne's in the back seat though. And I guess Rebecca wasn't there, otherwise she probably would have made the photograph. But Corinne being in the back seat is telling everything. Like if he is really dating Corinne, she's going to be in the front seat, obviously. So I do believe, I read that too, that Scott is with Rebecca in Miami. Yeah. And I even checked to see if Rebecca and Corinne are following each other. They're not. But I wouldn't be surprised if Scott and Corinne are just friends. Maybe they were out to eat with a group of people and Corinne needed a ride home. And then Rebecca possibly just stayed in that night. Or maybe she wasn't feeling well and she didn't make it to the dinner. So I don't think it's anything crazy, but obviously it's fun to speculate that they could be taking over the world.
Okay, I like this. I like your theory and where you're going. For people who might not know who Corinne is, since she was on a couple of seasons ago, a couple of years ago, can you give a little bit of background of, who she is?
Yeah, she was on Nick Viall's season of The Bachelor, which everybody knows Nick, so hopefully you remember Corinne. It was around 5 years ago. Corinne was the villain of the season, but she was one of the first villains who actually was likable. Like back in the day on The Bachelor, the villains were always evil and they always gave them like the worst edits to make them look even eviler. But Corinne was the first villain to get the lovable edit. So she was a character. She had a nanny. She liked cheese pasta. She even got a hometown date. So she made it until the top 4. And then they brought her on Bachelor in Paradise and she caused a bit of a scene. She ended up getting kicked off of the beach because there was like a complaint due to some misconduct, but then they said at the reunion that everything was fine, but she still didn't return to the beach with the rest of the cast. So she's pretty controversial, a huge personality. Yes. I also just ran into her at Coachella. She had pink hair when I saw her last month, so she was fun. And yeah, she definitely loves the Kardashians. So she's probably living for hanging out with Scott.
She's like, this is my dream. Okay, there's been some jokes about trying to get Khloe Kardashian to go on The Bachelor. She shut that down back in 2019, even threatening the show's creator, Mike Fleiss, with her lawyers. But if we did have to set Khloe up with somebody from The Bachelor, who would you like to see her with?
Yeah, Khloe has made it clear she does not want to be the next Bachelorette. Like she even answered that question while promoting the Hulu show just recently. But obviously we would all love to see her be the Bachelorette because she deserves love and that's kind of what we want for our lead. I personally would love to see Khloe with Olu from Michelle's season. I think he's definitely her type, a little bit of a muscular man who's a little bit more soft spoken. He seems like he would treat her well. Olu is a gentleman and he is from a recent season, so maybe he'll be on the beach and we'll all kind of see him date again. But I think he would be really good with Chloe. And I honestly think that Mike Fleiss was trying to use Chloe to like bring more promo for The
Yes.
Bachelor. But I also noticed that after the final rose, there was a Kardashian sneak peek on Clayton's season previously. So the Kardashians and The
Mm.
Bachelor have been using each other for cross promotion for years.
Yeah, and I think though, even once he kind of put that out there just to get promotion, then people ran with that idea. Like, yes, we would love to see Chloe. I think
Mhm.
she would be great with Mike from Hannah Brown's season because he just seems like a quality
Ooh.
stand-up guy. He has like an infectious smile that I feel like Olu has also. So I think he would be really good. We need to
That's a
set it
good
up.
one. We know Mike is still single and he
Yeah.
never was asked to be the bachelor. He was supposed to be, like he was kind of in talks with it, but they never really chose him, even though he would have been a great lead. So if he is
Yeah.
still single, which I believe he is, I know Chloe is ready to start dating again. Or if not, Chloe should just date Scott because they have great chemistry too, which we see on this new
Yeah.
season.
Right. All right, you guys, that is everything that we have to share with you. Let us know what you think. Are Scott and Corinne just friends? Do you think something more is happening here? We will be following the story. So for more updates, make sure you hit the subscribe button, ring that bell so you never miss any of our future videos. I'm your host, Blakely Mchugh, joined by Zachary Reality. You can see our social media handles on the screen. Give us a follow and drop by to say hello. We'll see you later.
Bye.